Hello everyone! Today I'm going to show you how you can change color for your baubles within your work. So this is the bottom of my newest pattern, the Darling Dalmation, and in this pattern you need to change colors for each of the baubles in order to create spots on your puppy. So I'm going to show that technique today, and although I'm showing this specifically for the Dalmatian pattern, this technique can be used for any of my patterns that use baubles. There's a lot of baubles in the Georgie Blanket as well, and I did make a multicolored lovey for that pattern, and a lot of people asked how I did it, so this technique will work for that pattern as well. So you can see here I have about half of my body made, and I already have my next color yarn attached. I'm making a multicolor puppy here, so you don't have to use multicolor, you could just use the same color if you want to, but I'm going to show you how to do it with this one. So what we're going to do is we're using the main color in between the baubles on our puppy. So there are 9 stitches in between the baubles in this round. So right now I have 8 stitches completed. I'm going to start my 9th stitch by entering my hook into the stitch, and I'm going to draw up a loop. So I'll have 2 loops on my hook, but then I'm going to yarn over with my bauble color, and I'm going to pull that through those 2 loops. So now in order to do the bauble, I have my colored yarn on the hook ready to go for the bauble. So then I'm going to work the bauble stitch just like I normally would, and I'm going to work it until I have 5 loops on my hook. All right, so you can see here, oh, I actually did 6. So let me take one of those out. Okay. If you, there is a note in the pattern that if you want to make your baubles pop a little bit more, that you can do 5 double crochet stitches for the bauble. So you would have 6 loops on your hook if you were doing 5, but I only meant to do 4 here. So I have 5 loops left on my hook here, and then what I'm going to do to finish that bauble is I'm going to pick up my main color, I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to draw my main color through those 5 loops on the hook, and then I'm just going to continue working my next stitch with the main color, and I'll keep going up until I need to get to the next bauble. So then you can choose to carry your yarn behind if you'd like to. What I like to do though, and what I've already done on this one, is I cut my yarn and then I just tie it tightly behind. So you can just knot it off. I'll show you what the inside of mine looks like. I think that it helps pop the baubles and make them extra secure. So you can see I have a lot of little ends in there. And I also think if you're working with the same color yarn, I think it's easier to just have the ends cut off rather than having to carry the yarn. Obviously, you will have to cut the yarn if you are doing something like a blanket and weave those ends in, but on something like the Bobble Buddy, you can just cut the yarn and then leave the ends inside the body. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know.